Namaste. And welcome. I don't know what to say first. Welcome to day 184, or welcome to my first episode of Waki Baki with Reiki. I knew what I was going to say. I just kind of drifted off thinking I needed to take a hit. Yeah. This is my first episode of Waki Baki with Reiki, and what this has to do with is, what it's going to be, and what it is just a time for me to just relax in the morning. I'm actually going to be getting a couch and setting up. I'd like to be able to have my coffee. It's kind of like a podcast, where I can relax and share things that I do, and also I bake in the morning. I'm going to talk to people also in future episodes about this, because there's a lot of negative stigma around this. And actually, cannabis is a beautiful thing for my life. Back to Waki Baki and Reiki. Let me just flip the camera around. Let me just see here. Over in this area, which is a big mess, I'm going to be sticking up a couch and a little coffee table, and making it so I can just sit down and share a thought in a more relaxed way versus behind this sheet here with the garage door. Still gonna have the traffic, but to share ideas. And where the idea for this morning came through was, this started yesterday. Started a long time ago. Yesterday morning actually started the evening before that. Long weekend, roommates are tired. I had headphones on. I turn around and they're gone to bed. This is maybe once or twice the whole time. I'm always in bed first. They stay up late at night. And so I have a morning practice and my meditation and stuff where I like to have just peace and quiet. And so I've let them know, and it's no problem. I say, hey, I'm going to be getting up at 5 o'clock every morning, and that way I can get my stuff done without you guys coming in, because when they come in, it's just chaos. Which is what I want to end this Waki Baki Reiki with. So the morning before, they go to bed early, and I go, oh no, I'm going to have to get, are they going to get up? Because the only times they do this is when they have to go to a job or go into town early. So I go, okay, are they going to do that? And so, I'm like, okay, how do I work this? Are they going to leave? So it's all through the night. That's what it is. Through the night, I'm going, okay, do I have to get up early? Do I what? And so I go, okay, I'm just going to get up real early again, see what happens. So I get up early, I start doing my exercise, which is just a meditation, and one of them comes in. Okay, and luckily they're quiet. They're the quiet one. And so I go through it and everything's fine. Yet, my morning's off. It's just something's not right, because my pattern's been messed up. And so, okay, I'm staying in a good mood. Everything's fine. It's just I noticed, and I even mentioned to him in a good lighthearted way. I share these things about my life I'm learning. I go, wow, my morning pattern is messed up, and now my whole day seems to be, oh, that's what it was. I tried to make coffee, and I just couldn't remember how to make it, because my pattern was thrown off. At the end, I have this meditation, or not meditation, but this motivation music, which I know exactly what speaker says what at exactly what time, and I like to be sitting down, ready to start my studies in the morning with my coffee, right when this guy goes, when you see someone down next to you, lift them up. And I love hearing that, because there's meaning behind it. And so I want to be sitting at that time. I have a pattern. Well, everything was off because they came in and it messed it up, and just, I'm okay with it. I'm going into big trauma here. In life, there's trauma. We hear the big one of sexual trauma. There's the one of vets coming back, which is, and they have major trauma. There is all sorts of trauma, and we should not judge anyone's trauma for being greater, or less than another. To the person is great. I got a major trauma. Major. It's around taxes. And if you hear my story, I won't go into it. You'll understand why I had to take a hit. Just right now, my heart is pumping thinking about them. And so I have some back years. I haven't paid taxes. I was below poverty level. And so I didn't pay enough to make taxes. So even if you're below poverty level and you're working for yourself, begging, and you put it in the bank, you got to pay on that. Yeah. So anyways, yesterday, I got a notice saying you have to pay that. And that means I'm going to have to pay a penalty and whatever. And it's like, crap, not at this time. And so, it freaked me out yesterday. And so I keep stopping and go, why did this happen on this day? And also, I get this thing from T-Mobile, another company that triggers me to hell. Because they have terrible business practices, I don't like them. And they're terrible to work with. And they keep charging me stuff that I should not be charged for. I got 2 of those things yesterday from them on 2. So I sit down and I go, okay, this is supposed to be so I maintain myself and I get back, because one of my goals that I put out a little bit was to maintain money. I have a big thing because of life of money. We all have money triggers. And so I realized, okay, the taxes is my big trigger with money, so that's why the universe brought this to me. All right, I get it. All right, I've worked through that. Fine. So now last night, they informed me the job they were going to go to, they couldn't get it done, so they got to go back early. Again, it's a donut shop and they got donut hours. Okay, fine. And they're really working with me. They go, what time? We're going to be out of here by this time in the morning. Do you need us out here earlier? Whatever. Fine. I'm grateful. And I go, okay, yeah, let's do this. And so they say, fine, they're going to do it. I sleep great. Well, actually, I stay up late so I can sleep in a little earlier and not get up till 6 because they're going to leave. And so I stay up late, do some research in Chinese culture. It's really fun. I love it. So I go to bed, sleep wonderfully. I wake up at 5:30, which my emergency alarm is off. And so I reach over, I hit it, turn it off. Well, I turn it off a minute before it's going to go off. Good, because I can tell they're up. Fine. I'm just going to sleep an extra half hour. They drive out at that exact moment and leave at 5:30. Okay, let's get up. So I get up, I come in to do my morning meditation. It's like, fine, everything's beautiful. It's going to be absolutely more beautiful because I know they're going to be gone for a long time, and I can do my morning wake and bake Reiki, and I don't even know what I'm going to do it on, but so what? I can do it. Yay! And so I sit down, I start the main part, which is focused on the dot, do nothing but the dot. This morning, I've locked totally back into the original thing. I get it. I'm locked in. And one of them opens the door very quietly, trying to get something they forgot. It knocks me out. I turn to him and I'm okay. I'm really, really okay. And I turn away and smile. And he's just really apologetic. And I'm okay. And so I go back into the meditation. And I'm there. And okay, let's just go back. I get the message instantly. This is just supposed to be, Doug, control yourself. Get back into it. All right, I do it. Focusing on the dot. They haven't left yet. I can hear some banging. I can hear some stuff going on. It's like, oh no, are they going to come in again? As a giant truck goes by, it's okay. So I go, okay, let me just go look out the window and see if they're there. They're trading stuff from one car to the other. Now the hood of one of the cars are up. And I'm just going, I can't even start this because they might have to go. My whole morning's messed up. And I'm going, what is this about? And then the thought came to me, which is, well, I know what this is about. It's about learning to control. This is what this is totally about. I am now stepping into sensei, which means I have walked the path before you. It is not saying I'm better than you or anything. In fact, I still have little triggers, which I can still, and I say little compared to where I am. I'll still get riled up on stuff when I'm talking and working with somebody, yet it's nowhere near because I just won't bring it back down before they even notice it. Yet it's like, wow, I'm not there yet myself. And so this morning what I realized was I'm now at the point with my training to where all I have to do is get this repackaged. And I'm ready to start launching, to doing everything, because as all my teachers, all my sensei say, you don't even have to have your intro package done, just be one step ahead of them because you can start building behind them. Well, I'm there. I am going to finish my package because I got 18 days left before day 200. That's what I said. I'm going to have this intro package done and then I'll build my course. I'll do the running ahead. I have to be the sensei which is controlled. That's what I see. You know, it's not necessary. I want to do that. That's what I want. That's the vision, the avatar, as I keep saying. That's what I want to see. I want to be that calm, collective sensei. When needed, I can put on the energy and the fire and the whatever. That's fine. I'm human. Yet, I can see where I want to be in controlling my state. And so I got that. All right. That's what I'm going to do my morning Reiki, morning Waki, Baki, and Reiki. I got so many terms I have to figure out. And I got one more. And so I got it. And that's when I went, yeah, I got my what I'm going to do. And the guys are still fumbling outside. And I'm going, you know, I'm so knocked out of it this morning. That's okay. I understand patterns. I get it. I see how important patterns are. I got to get them in my life. I'm going to figure it out. This is all just a lesson. There's a meaning in everything. You know, my taxes are, I've got to control my state. Let's get them under control because that's going to take away more money from me because I got to pay something, penalty and whatever crap there is, whatever stuff. This is major control of state. I have to break this trigger. I have to break this trauma. This trauma is going to make me stronger, which is what trauma is. That's what this was all about. And so then I mentioned something as the final thing of all of this. Long video, I don't care, Waki, Baki, Reiki. If you want to watch this stuff and stay in, good, I'd love to have you here. Because this last thing is for women. And men. Because I got to thinking, okay, they come in here and it's just like, you know, I'm just moody. And so I got to thinking, am I controlling my mood and my state? Because all of this is about state. It's one of the sub-pillars of Reiki under NLP, controlling your state. And I go, am I just not controlling my state and not as control of my state as I used to be? Because I'm reacting to all of this stuff and I'm sensitive to all of this stuff. And I don't know which I hit first. One, no, because I'm not blowing up like I used to. And the other one is, wait a minute. Men are always calling women moody. And women are more in touch with emotions and feeling energy than men. And we have given, or at least I have given this moody word a negative meaning. What if moody actually is a good meaning and means that women are more sensitive to energy than men? And that's why they can sense all of these things. And I guess the negative meaning, which would be I am moody now, I'm getting, because I said I wanted to get this feminine energy to understand energy better. And so if I don't control my state, yeah, I'm being moody. Like I envisioned what a woman was when she's moody. I'm doing that. If a man or a woman wants to get out of that moody, control your state, and then drop into what women are more susceptible to. I'm going to say the majority of women are more susceptible to. And I believe because they're trained and allowed to cry and have those feelings, they're more in touch with energy. And when you think about it, I think they're more in touch with the divine than we are. You know, so that's where this is getting. I don't even want to get into that one. Wow. So yeah, no one's really viewing these things. I haven't got the SEO yet. Got to consider where I put it up onto Facebook. Off my head. kid now, but yeah, I'd love to know women's thoughts on this. Is that what's going on? Women are just more tapped into energy than men? Because talking to some men who are totally tapped into that thing, they don't get the energy thing at all. Not at all. Love them, but they just don't get it. So that's it for morning Wakey, Baki, and Reiki. I enjoyed it. I'll learn to scale it down. This is the first one. I'm going to get my couch. So, wow. The changes I have gone through in 185 days. Wow. I'm in love with myself. Namaste.